Hey guys, it's Nicholas here from upgradetoLife.com and welcome to this new quote of the week video. So this quote, as we're going to look at it right now in just a second, includes a really great question that you can ask yourself throughout your day-to-day life to just help you, put you into and stabilize you and shift you back into this desired end state that you want to be in. And the question is the one that you can already read on the screen. Basically, how would I see the world if it were already true? How would I see the world if I would be already the person that I want to be? It already has the goal that I want to have, right? And so I'm also doing this in my daily life, and this in a sense anchors me back in my end state, right? In my end states so that they can express. So let's just look at this week's quote. If you have any objective, this is what Neville Goddard said. I hope it's a great, noble objective, but any objective, do it in this simple way. What would you see were it true? How would you see the world were it true? Well, then begin to see the world mentally as though you would see it physically were it true. And go sound asleep in the assumption that what you're seeing mentally is physical fact. Just try it, right? Just try it. And again, this is a really great way, really playful way, really fun way, really easy way to persistently go back to the state of the wish fulfilled, right? Just with this simple question, what would it be like, right? How would I see my world right now? How would I see my friends? How would I see my circumstances? How would I see my lifestyle right now if I would already be my desired version, if I would already be this successful person, or if I would already have achieved my goal? It doesn't matter which goal it is, right? Neville said, any goal, right? You can have any objective. Can be for you having a successful business and your business, getting more clients. It can be you having a great job and having more income. It can be you living in your desired relationship, right? All of these things, if you desire one of these things, that's already available for you, as you know. So no matter what objective you have, right? And hopefully it is a great one, because you should never, in a sense, minimize yourself, or you should never go with the second option. Like, you should go with what you actually desire, right? And don't make this small. Don't make yourself small. You take the desire as it comes to you. So, and Neville invites us to dream nobly, right? Neville invites us to think nobly, to dream big. Then you just apply it, right? So you ask yourself, what would you see were true, and how would you see the world were true? And I'm literally doing this not every single day, but often throughout the week. I would say I'm doing this, right? When I walk in the city, when I'm having a normal walk, right? When I'm in nature, when I'm in my apartment, when I'm in my relationships, when I'm with my friends, when I'm with my family, no matter where I am, I always try to bring myself back. Okay, how would I see those things right now? How would I experience them if I were already X, Y, and Z, if I would already have reached my desire that I currently have, right? And this, in the moment, while I ask myself this question and I start to view the world from this desired state, right, that this question puts me into, I basically start to see the world from that new state, which means subjectively I am in that state already, which means that inwardly, within consciousness, my inner state already is there, right? And so it has to be reflected eventually in my world. So it's a really powerful question. Just try it after this video is done, right? Just ask yourself, how would I see my world right now if my goal would already be manifested, if I would already be this version of myself that I want to be? And you cannot tell me that you will see the world the same way. It's not possible. You will see your world differently because you're viewing it from this new, inner standpoint, okay? So then begin to see the world mentally as you would see it physically were true, right? So if your desires would be like a physical manifestation, right? If they would be mirrored back to you in the 3D world, then how would you see your world, right? And then inwardly, in a sense, perceive the world that it already is so. I learned this from a mentor. It's basically called only seeing your preference. So even though the circumstances are seemingly still the same, right? You, in a sense, see through them and you see your preference. You see what excites you. You see how you would see those circumstances if they wouldn't be there any longer, if they would be the desired way that you want them to be, right? This is really, really powerful if you get this. So keep this question in your mind. This should be a question that you at least 3 to 5 times a week you should ask yourself, right? Is how would I see things if I would live my desired way of life, if I would have my goals? right? And then start to see the world like that. And also go to sleep in the assumption that things are like you want them to be. And I told this one of my clients recently. He kind of felt a little bit stuck in his life, right? He didn't know what to do next and what to manifest and all of that. And we realized that he basically was in the state of unclarity. He basically was in the state of, not knowing and feeling stuck and no movement and all of that. And then, I gave him the recommendation that he should go to bed, in a sense, in the assumption that everything is flowing, that his life is amazing, even though there was no proof at this point in time. And things started to change, right? I also did this myself, right? You just go to bed, right, in the assumption that things are already perfectly for you. And if you can do that, then you start to be like a real master of your life, right? Then you're really mastering your fate. And as long as you're not doing that, as long as you go to sleep, maybe worried, maybe anxious, maybe doubting a lot of the things that happened, you're just reinforcing them. You're just like putting them again in your awareness. You're reimagining them again. And then guess what is showing up in your life again, right? That's the recipe for continuously, running through the same cycles and seeing the same circumstances. So break that, right? Go to sleep in the assumption that things are already as you want them to be. And this is how you do it, right? How would you go to bed tonight if your goal would already be a physical fact, right? Neville also gave this example. If you wanted to manifest, money, then how would you go to bed tonight with the knowing that your bank account is, absolutely abundant, that, money in your life is absolutely abundant? You would go to sleep in a different way compared to yesterday. You would go to bed knowing, wow, like I can afford things. I feel really wealthy. I feel really financially stable. And then because you, in a sense, enter that state, your life has to mirror this back to you, okay? So to conclude this quote right now, because I don't want to make it too long, the core question, right? And that's also why the thumbnail of this quote was like that, is how would you see the world were it true? This is such an amazing question. I can't even, point out the importance strong enough. Keep this question in your mind, right? Go through your life, go through your days, and ask yourself this question. How would I see things right now? How would I perceive things? How would I think? How would people see me? How would my neighbors see me? My friends, my family, my spouse, my partner, whatever it is, right? How would I see things if I would already be my desired self, if I would already have manifested my goals? And see what happens in your world, right? Like Neville said, just try it and you will be amazed how wonderfully perfect that works and how your life reshuffles itself, how things happen, people come into your life, people play their role to mirror back who you are within, right? As within, so without, we manifest from within. And that's it for this week's quote. If you need any help on all of that, if you want to apply these teachings in your day-to-day life, if you have goals that you want to manifest, if you feel a little bit stuck, not knowing how to apply certain things, then check out the 2 links in the video description. One is my free masterclass where I give you a no BS, no hype, no fluff, no woo-woo explanation and guide on how to manifest and how to live self-empowered. And the second link in the description, that is to apply for a free consultation call with me or my team to figure out if we are a good fit to work together in my program, which focuses purely on Neville Goddard's teachings, which focuses purely on the law of assumption and helping you to master your fate. And with that, I conclude this quote. Speak to you next week. Bye, guys.